You know, the big buzzword right now is anti-aging. Anti-aging properties. Anti-aging, anti-aging. When I was young, people wanted to grow up. All right, I am back. Buddy Wayne Perdue here once again to take a gander at the news, as I like to do from time to time. Welcome back. Got my newspaper here already. Let's see what we got to check out here. This is kind of recent, I guess. Longtime famous record producer and known lunatic Phil Spector died a little while back. He was in prison for murdering one Lana Clarkson. His death was untimely. I really wish he would have died 20 years before. Another little thing here. This just caught my eye too. There was a headline that said, Gainesville man found not guilty in attempted murder trial. Now, this always confuses me. If you found them not guilty, why did you even arrest them in the first place? On the science front, got new whale species discovered off the southern U.S. coast. A, quote, uniquely American whale, it says. Genetic analysis and a close examination of the skulls from a group of baleen whales in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico have revealed that they are a new species. It doesn't say while, it says whale expert John Hildebrand agrees that this, quote, uniquely American whale should be recognized as a new species. So, I kept saying uniquely American. I was wondering what makes them uniquely American. I started doing some research, found that they are 60% fatter than other whales. It's kind of American, I guess. Then, also they scored lower on math tests than almost every other whale species. Sounds about right. Third thing is that many French people have spotted these whales on the streets of Paris wearing obnoxious t-shirts, sporting white socks with sandals, and making not the slightest attempt to speak French. Sounds pretty American to me. Let's see, what else we got here. Target has joined Costco and other retailers in dropping Chowco coconut milk. The Minneapolis-based retailer, I guess that's Target, confirmed to USA Today on Monday that it decided to remove products from the Thai supplier because PETA, that's People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, accused them of using monkeys as forced labor to pick coconuts from trees. Now, came across this quote. It says, blow it out your ass, Target, said the throngs of current human slaves forced to make all the other crap that currently fills the shelves at Target and probably all the other stores for that matter. I don't know if that's a joke, I just felt like saying it. Let's see. By the way, before that story had broken, the Biden administration was working with Thailand to institute a 15 banana an hour minimum wage for the monkeys. And also, they had set up a 24-hour hotline that female monkeys could call if they're being sexually harassed by the male monkeys. And so far, they're unable to staff the thing. It's like busy 24/7. So, but hey, if they're trying. Mexico bid to sell presidential jet stretches into third year. So let's see, Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez, I don't know if it's Andre or Andres Manuel Lopez, Obrador's bid to sell off the presidential jet has now stretched into the third year with no sign of a buyer. So ever since he took office in 2018, the president has vowed to sell off the plane because it's too luxurious. He prides himself on his austerity, flies commercial flights, and has made only one trip abroad. But he acknowledged that the jet is hard to sell because it's too specialized. It was made to order by his predecessor. Gee, imagine a politician blaming something on his predecessor. That's weird. They have that down in Mexico too. How odd. Anyway, the $200 million plane boasts a presidential suite, a private bath, has room for 80 passengers, and a secret compartment for another 40 when they hit those checkpoints. Donald Trump thought about buying the jet while he was president. He planned to call it Air Force Uno and wanted to build a wall between first class and coach. Now, the deal fell through when Trump was taking a test flight. They hit a flock of geese right after takeoff, and the left engine ripped open and a bunch of candy fell out of it. So the deal was off on that, I guess. Well, another thing caught my eye here. Bears like gay oral sex. According to important new scientific study. This is actually a couple years old, but it just popped up in my news feed there. So yeah, bears like gay oral sex. Apparently, I think it was BuzzFeed that had this on there. They had it says, bears like gay oral sex, and there's a bunch of photos, but all of the photos says this photo is no longer available. I was like, thank God. But there was like 6 of them. This photo is no longer available. Thank you, BuzzFeed. Now, these were brown bears that like the gay oral sex. I don't know if maybe they just like lube it up with honey or something and lures the other bears in. But anyway, they're brown bears, and I wonder now, can polar bears be gay? And I would wonder, like, how can you tell a gay polar bear from a bipolar bear? Let's see. Well, before I go, I was thinking about news headlines because I read through a lot of them when I'm doing this show here, and how headlines have changed over the years. Because back in the day, you'd cram as much information as you could into the headline. That was like the style, almost a badge of honor if you could cram all the news, all the information into the same headline there. So people would even have to read the dang story sometimes. But it's kind of the opposite now, isn't it? Like, look at this headline from back in the day here. Now I have to pretend this headline says something else because Facebook censors free speech. So I'm going to read it as this here. Let's see. Japanese bomb Hawaii, declare war on U.S. and Britain. Now, that kind of gives all the necessary info there. Now, of course, today this headline would read something like, Japanese bomb this island and you won't believe what happened next. Then they got this other one. How about this other one? This other famous headline there. It says, man walks on moon. That was a pretty big story right there. Kind of gives you all the information. But now it would read something like, you won't believe where this man walked. So now maybe it's better this way, Maybe, no, I'm just kidding, it ain't better. We've crafted a much stupider world than we used to have even, and that's kind of an accomplishment because it's always been pretty stupid, but we've really managed to stupefy it up a little bit more. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's all from me. I think I'll be back with more observations on the news pretty soon, as long as the creek don't rise, that is. So this has been Buddy Wayne, and I am now saying arrivederci for now.